Examples on derivative of inverse trigonometric function of second type. See what we have done in the first type. We have solved the examples using two methods. One, formulae for a derivative of inverse trigonometric function, that is derivative of sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, sec inverse, cosec inverse and cot inverse. But inside these inverse trigonometric function, instead of x we have some other function of x. So we have used the formula for derivative of composite function also. So it was the combination of derivative of inverse trigonometric function and composite function. We have seen those examples in the last video. Now today we'll go for the second method. In the second method, the outer function is no doubt inverse trigonometric function and the inner function is a trigonometric function. Now previously it was any function inside the or inner function is the any function, but in this case the outer function is inverse trigonometric function while the inner function is trigonometric function or combination of trigonometric function. So first we have to simplify the inner function, and after simplification we come to the state by which the inverse trigonometric function and trigonometric function cancel each other and we'll get very simplified form to find the derivative. But for that we must remember the formula for trigonometry from 11th standard, and besides this few formulae for inverse trigonometric functions. So already you are familiar with the formulae for trigonometric functions, so I will not discuss those here, particularly in those examples we'll go for those formulae. Here we will discuss some formulae for inverse trigonometric functions which we are going to study in the another paper. It is paper section first of this year's mathematics book. So here we'll see some relations which are necessary for this method. See, here the outer function is sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse and cosec inverse, and the inner function is corresponding trigonometric function, and we know that these functions are inverses of each other, so they cancel each other and we get the answer to be x. So it is very simple relation to remember. The vice versa means sine of sine inverse x is also x there, but here x is an angle, it should be in radians. So you must remember these relations. Okay, these are very simple. Now when we are going to use this, we are going to simplify this inner function. It will not be directly given in this form, but using the formula for a trigonometric function you have to reduce this. If we have sine inverse out, you can reduce to sine. If you have cos inverse out, you have to reduce to cos. Like that we'll go for a reduction, and then we can cancel these two and simply we'll get x, or instead of x whatever is there getting, you can write that here. So for this simplification we have to use these two types of formula. One is from inverse trigonometric function, another is from trigonometric function. So see what are those. Sine inverse of 1 upon x is also equal to cosec inverse of 1 upon x. See these pairs. Cos inverse of 1 upon x is sec inverse of 1 upon x, and tan inverse of 1 upon x is cot inverse of 1 upon x. See these three. Cot inverse of 1 upon x is tan inverse of x. It's similar to this. Sec inverse of 1 upon x is cos inverse of x. This is similar to this. And cosec inverse of 1 upon x is sine inverse x. Again, this is equal to 6. Only a small change is there. But particularly, we are going to use these three. See what we are going to do. If you have any example given in these inverse trigonometric functions, then using these relations, reduce cosec inverse to sine inverse, sec inverse to cos inverse, and cot inverse to tan inverse, means now we'll solve the examples after this step to only three inverse trigonometric function, either sine inverse, cos inverse and tan inverse. See how to do this we'll see in the next examples. But for that we have to go for one more thing. See, here we have seen that sine inverse of sine x is x. But if somebody gives, or if somebody gets the example like this, sine inverse of cos of x, now what to do? And in this case, we have to remember the pairs. Sine inverse of cos or cos inverse of sine, tan inverse of cot or cot inverse of tan, sec inverse of cos, cosec or cosec inverse of sec. Such examples can be easily simplified using the allied angle formula. See what we have to do. We can write sine x is equal to cos of pi by 2 minus x. These are the allied angle formula you have studied from this direction to this direction. But now we are using sin x can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus x, cos x can be written as sin of pi by 2 minus x, tan x can be written as cot of pi by 2 minus x, cot x can be written as tan of pi by 2 minus x, sec x can be written as cosec of pi by 2 minus x, cosec x can be written as sec of pi by 2 minus x. That's it. Okay, so see what we can do. Now I will write this as sine inverse of cos x. See here, cos x can be written as sine of pi by 2 minus x. And now sine inverse and sine gets cancelled by this relation. We are getting it is equal to pi by 2 minus x. So this is the simplified. So just see these formulae, note these formulae, and we'll use these formulae to solve the examples of second type. What is the second type? Differentiate after simplification. So we'll go for the first example. So we have to differentiate cosec inverse 1 upon cos of 5 raised to x with respect to x. So consider this. We'll go for the solution. I will call the function, given function is y. It is cosec inverse 1 upon cos of 5 raised to x. I will call this as first. Now as we have discussed, as cosec inverse 1 upon x is equal to sine inverse x. You may remove the bracket. Then y can be written as cosec inverse 1 upon, instead of x we have this term, sine inverse of that term. So we'll write it is y is equal to sine inverse of cos of 5 raised to x. I will consider this. Now outside we have sine inverse and inside function we have cos. So we have to convert cos in form of sine by allied angle formula. See what we can write. Cos of theta can be written as sine of pi by 2 minus theta. Then see what we get here. Y is equal to sine inverse of, now this cos of 5 raised to x, cos of theta can be written as sine of pi by 2 minus theta, and theta is 5 raised to x. And see, we are getting sine inverse of sine, but sine inverse of sine theta, particularly I am writing theta here, and sine inverse and sine gets cancelled, we are getting theta. Then y reduces to then this y reduces to, see, sine inverse of sine gets cancelled here and we are getting y is equal to pi by 2 minus 5 raised to x. I will call this as equation number 3. And this is the simplified form of the given example. Till we have not gone for the derivative. We are working on the simplification only. Okay? So we'll now go for the derivative. Differentiate. With respect to x. So we are getting dy by dx. On the right hand side we have difference there. So derivative of difference equal to difference of derivative. You may avoid this step and you can go for next step directly. So this is derivative of pi by 2. Pi by 2 is constant, so it is 0 minus derivative of 5 raised to x. We will use the formula for a raised to x. D by dx of a raised to x is a raised to x into log a, and here the value of a is 5, so it is 5 raised to x into log of 5, and thus we are getting dy by dx is equal to minus 5 raised to x into log 5. This is the answer. Okay, so just see what we have done. We have first converted cosec inverse in form of sine inverse, keeping or using this formula of reciprocal. Second, as we have sine inverse outside and cos inside, we have converted cos to sine using the allied angle formulae, and then we have cancelled sine inverse to sine, so that we got the simplified form, and then we have differentiate. So if we have sine inverse outside, sine must be adjusted. If we have cos inverse outside, you have to adjust cos. If you have tan inverse outside, you have to adjust tan. And if we have sec inverse, then convert to cos inverse first. If we have cosec inverse, then first convert to sine inverse. And if we have cot inverse, first convert to tan inverse, and then go for simplification. And after simplifying, go for the derivative. That's it. So we'll see few more examples.